Hi everyone. Okay, so I am. Wait, hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hey everyone. So I am trying to do something new tonight. Okay, not that new, but Oh, actually, yeah. So I was gonna put on music. Okay, that's really not that exciting, but I'm pretty excited because I've never put on music while I've been live coding because I'm like, oh, that could be distracting. But I think it might be. So my goal is to get through all of the colors in here and then I'm gonna just put on like Taylor Swift's latest album um, in the background as I do this for motivation, I guess. Unless you don't like her latest album, I don't know. But oops, hopefully yeah, okay, I think it'll be okay because my mic is should be at my laptop, and then I think the sound is coming from my Thunderbolt. So I think it'll be okay. Okay, so hi. I think I showed this last few weeks. But I know I say every single time that I'm really tired, but I think it's all of the moving. So I last night was up until 2:30 a.m. packing up everything and or packing up all my clothes, and I was like sorting it to be like things I'll take to Japan and things that I'll like leave here and things I'll donate and things I'll like throw out, and I was up until 2:30. And uh this morning I was so out of it. I woke up for a meeting and I like couldn't figure out where my clothes were. I was like, where is everything? It's like all in suitcases. We're like the closets are empty, the drawers are empty, and like we're like living out of suitcases now. This is what happening. We're moving in about 2 weeks, and I feel like we've like packed up so much, yet like not enough. Like so little. Like there's so much more to do. I'm like really nervous that we're supposed to pack up and move everything. We're getting a U-Haul truck for the 18th, and they're just like I'm really paranoid that that we won't be able to finish in time, and then that's the last day, and like we don't have any more time to like clean and pack up and stuff. So I'm pretty nervous. But yeah, happy Monday. Um, I feel like the only thing that's left in this room that has anything is like this desk, which is still really messy, and like that bed, and that's it. Um, and that's like the two things that you see. So yeah, how's everybody doing? I feel like I've also been working on this project for way too long. I think I'll have to admit, I think I'm in a slump with this project where I feel like the data is interesting. I feel like I've built something, like this is obviously not the final, but like I feel like I've built a tool for analysis that's interesting. But I just can't seem to find something interesting to talk about within here. So what I did like last week, and I didn't live stream this, but like I basically kind of went through. So I don't know how easy this is to see, but like, yeah, so I basically went through and kind of like filtered by certain saturations and by certain lightness and certain hues. So I went down the line from like, red and magenta, and I like was working my way through like blue and purple and cyan and green yellow and yellow orange. And I kind of just like anything I saw in any of the music videos, well, actually, I don't know if I've shown this. I don't actually know yet if I like this, which is that, like, as you hover over a scene, the the left hand side is original, and the right hand side is the ones with the filters applied, where like everything else is grayed out other than what falls within those filters. I'm not sure if I like it or not because I feel like I get confused. I don't know if I should be like putting it on top of each other or if I should have this here at all. I don't know. But yeah, so I've been using this tool. Yeah, I get really confused with this. So I've been using this tool to kind of figure out like um I go through each of the songs and I'm like, what are the kind of objects or features that stand out? Like so when it's like there's a lot of, so it seems like a lot of A lot of her music videos have either red dresses or blue dresses. Um, and I want to, so I want to go through each of the colors, each of the hues, and I want to finish going through it. And I think I want to enter that into like just like a Google Doc and kind of see, and then kind of like group them by the song and group them, and then order them by, sort them by the year of the song, and see if there's like anything interesting that I can find through the years. Yeah, but there's like nothing that like kind of jumps out. But like that's what happens every time I try to write like a story around what I'm trying to analyze, which is that like um there's usually not something like really interesting that really pops out within the first like, few times of trying to analyze it, and it's only really like when I dig through it that I find something interesting. Which I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but um so this time around, it seems like the last time I was almost done, and I went through. So it seems like I started at a hue saturation of, I started from 360 and I'm working down to 0, and I've been doing it in like 40 increments of 40. So now apparently I'm at 40/80. And so I could like all of these filters work, but I think I'm just gonna not this one. It's not the right one. Also, by the way, it's been like oddly, if you live in the Bay Area, like it's been really oddly hot. And as someone that doesn't regularly go outside anymore, and only goes outside like once every other day or something, this feels really weird because I'm just like always like, oh, is it actually hot or like is it just me, being really confused about things. But yeah, it's been hot. Right now, it's hot too. Okay, so I'm just gonna analyze for these. So, and I guess after I do this, yeah, I think I'll input them by song, and then I might start analyzing by song. And the other thing I realize is like, I think I might want to find a few songs, because there's, I think, almost 30 in here. I want to probably concentrate on 3 or 4 or 5 of the songs, and I might put them on repeat. Like, I might put the lyrics on repeat and kind of see, like, if there's anything interesting that match up with, like, anything that's interesting in the colors. Oh, Ashwell says been down warm down in LA too. Yeah, it's been kind of weird because it's only like early February and I'm like still expecting. I mean, it's California, but it's like been high 60s and like 70. It's almost like spring, like April weather, and it's freaking me out a little bit. So, okay, all right. So I like when I say that it might be absolutely boring. So I tweeted that it might be really boring because I'm literally, so this is the least glamorous part of doing data visualization, which is like I'm literally gonna go frame by frame and see if there's like anything interesting here. Maybe like you guys can help me with this, like finding if there's anything interesting. Huh, look at that. Like her hair falls into, like there's some things I haven't been writing down. I've been writing down things like, yeah, red lips, red jacket, blue dress, um, like like blue cheerleading outfits or blue dress, or but I haven't been writing things like blue sky or like green grass or something. So I haven't been writing those down. But her hair. So literally I'm just going through them frame by frame. I think I wrote down her like kind of yellowish dress, I think. Yeah, I said also for love story for this hue I said castle pillars and the candles and the lanterns. Yeah, so these castle pillars. And that kind of there's this one, no. Yeah, this one, her dress a little bit is also a little bit yellow, so like yellow dress. And then I think that's it for this one. Okay, and then this one for 15. So, yeah, I don't know if you, oh yeah. Yeah, so PIQ 9117 says how does this tool work? You feed it like in red and it will visualize that. Sort of, so it's what it's actually doing is I'm basically I have this over here that's kind of the filter. So I basically have usually I default this to 0 to 360. So like I default it to everything. So usually you'll see like everything like yeah you'll see it like this, and then you can brush over just the hues, or so this is hue, and then it's hue, saturation, lightness. No, yes, hue, saturation, lightness. And so you can actually just brush it over the parts that you're interested in. It's quite a bit slow right now because I'm, well, first of all, okay. So let's see. Right now my laptop is freaking out because I'm making it go through this exercise while I have OBS running. And as you can imagine, this is like quite a bit of calculations. But I think in a final product, I'll probably limit it to 5 songs at a time. But right now, I'm like literally making it run through every single song, just like 30, almost 30 songs or something, and making them calculate all of the pixels that fall within that filter. So yeah, that's how it works. So then, yeah, so if you can tell, it might be harder to tell. Hold on, let me see if I can do this. Some of them, yeah, maybe you can tell like I'm graying out every pixel that's not, that's not kept in the filter, the HSL filter. So that's why right now I'm going through and kind of using it so this is kind of the grayed out part, this is the original, and I'm just saying like for each, block of hues, is there anything interesting going on? I don't think, I don't think I'm doing it in the most rigorous way, but I think this is a good first pass around, and I think I'm gonna then like go through maybe 1 or 2 more passes. Ooh, there's some or yellow flowers. Ah, cute. Okay, so some yellow flowers in here. Oh, thank you so much, PIQ. PIQ? Should I be calling you that? PIQ? Yeah, so that's how it works. And then I've been like trying to figure out what would be good for the layouts. We shall see, we shall see. Yeah, so here's, I guess, all of the yellows in this one. So the sky is yellow, which is interesting. Oops. Yeah, the UX in this isn't that great yet, so I need to figure things out. Yeah, so but this is fun because like you can see the difference in the color use. Like it's all yellows here, and once it gets to over here, it's all blue. And there's no yellows at all, so that's interesting too. Oh, oops. Sorry. That one was 15. There were yellow flowers. Okay, so Picture to Burn. I actually haven't really like listened to that much of her older songs. So here's some of the yellow things. Oh, interesting. So like some of the lights. I keep accidentally hitting my right click accidentally. So it seems like the yellows in here are mostly her hair. So I'm not gonna write that down. Mostly, oh yeah, so wait, is this the drums? Yellow drums. So this one's Pictures of Burn. Ooh, so PIQ says, I wonder if you can find some weird color like amaranth purple. Makes me think how meticulous post-production was. Yeah, like I feel like I really wish I knew more about color and color theory and how it's applied in film, because you can definitely tell that with like there's like for all of her songs, most of her songs, there's a lot that's been like applied in post production, where like a lot of her songs are actually very desaturated, and like her earlier songs, actually one of the interesting trends is like her earlier songs are extremely desaturated, like her country kind of songs are like, and then her more recent pop ones are like very a lot more. There's more saturation in those, so that's really interesting too. But definitely, there's been a lot of like color treatment that's been done, and I really wish I knew more about that to kind of be able to like analyze it better. But yeah, but amaranth purple. Maybe we can do this, where amaranth purple. Wonder what the HSL for that would be. Look at that. So that apparently is amaranth purple, or somebody defines that as amaranth. That's not a HTML color name, right? Purple. Ooh, okay. So in that case, I should be able to do like, so this is apparently the HSV. So V, I think, is the flip of lightness, I think. So I might be able to do this. Just in case, I guess I will take this and do hex to HSL. Online converter, online. Yeah, I guess I'll do RGB to HSL. RGB to HSL. Sure. Dang it. Hex. Cool. Convert. So HSL, yeah, so HSL is almost a flip, I think. Okay, so I should just be able to do like I want something between, let's do 340 because the hue is 342. Let's do 340, and actually, let me save these. So it's 340 to 345. The saturation is 63, so that let's do 0.6, between 0.6 and 0.65. And then let's see, light range 41%, so 0.4, let's say, to 0.45. That should be interesting. Yankee says, no, I just found it off Wikipedia. I was trying to look for something that read like a weird color. Cool that, oh, look at that. So thank you, Ashbel. So HTML color codes. No, I have never seen this. This is, ooh, this is great. So I used to use color lovers a little bit, but then I started just picking my own colors. With it, oh, this is beautiful. So the thing about like things like color lovers is like they give you a really great palette for like 4 or 5 colors, because in like web dev, what you need is usually 4 or 5 colors of like, the background color, the like body text color, maybe a highlight color, like that's probably like the button color, etc. So that's great. Like they give great pairings for 4 or 5 colors. But in Dataviz, usually we use like 7 or 8. And then they need to be able to stand out from each other. So it doesn't quite work as well as like I used to try to use like color level picture colors, and it just those palettes just didn't work that well for me. But here, I think I might have made it angry because I had it open in 2 places. But let's see what is going on. Object. That's odd. Nothing is showing up. Did I write something weird? No, that looks right? So hue, saturation, lightness, 0.4 to 0.45. So why are you not working? So that's that too. Am I doing something weird? Amber and the purple broke it. Yes, this is exactly what happened. So if I put this back to that, does it work? Because I literally have not touched it. So that works. How? Okay, that works. You guys saw that works. And all I did was copy and paste that over and put in. And I wasn't getting any like error messages either. Oh, no, I don't think it's that it broke. It's literally like, okay, so I think, wait, hold on. I think it's literally that there's nothing, there's no colors in that. Wait, hold on. Yeah, because I filter out the songs if there's no frames that like if the color if all of the pixels have been filtered out from from every frame of that song, I filter out that song. So it's not that it broke it, it's that like they're just not that color. So if we try to do it by hue, it might work. Actually, it definitely will work if we just do it by that hue. But like the search was too narrow. There we go. So let's try and maybe get as close as we can to. Yeah, there actually isn't that much use of that kind of a bright red. So like, I guess let's try and open up that range, maybe to like. Like 360, make the range bigger, maybe from 0.5 to 0.75. Yeah, that range was way too small. Maybe from 41%, so maybe from 0.3 to 0.5. Hopefully there's some, as you can see, like already there isn't that many colors. There's like a tiny little bit. There we go. Oh, thank you, Blueberry. Thank you for loving that. I love tswift. I've definitely gotten my share of like, oh, she's so basic and all of that. But so yeah. Post PIQ says no matches for Amaranth Purple. Yay! Post production have been meticulous. But here's some of them. That's the closest. Oh yeah, this is cool. Like she has a heart. You know what this makes me think of? So I don't keep up to date with like Celebrity Fuse or something that much, but like, didn't Kanye West also like send her a bunch of roses shaped in a flower or something like this, like a few years back? Because that's what I thought of as soon as I saw this one. But also, I think it's really fun. Oh, so this is fun too, like her heart-shaped sunglasses. But this was fun just because like it's kind of like a, this is basically like an Instagram filter, but instead of like applying like color filters over it, you just like, it just cuts out a certain set of colors, and it looks really pretty, like it looks kind of cool in situations like these where it just like pops out the red roses and stuff. Yeah, so that's the most, and then there's that balloon. I think I wrote that down. Somebody's hair. Oh yeah, her red dress here. Her polka dot dress. And then there's this one, her like little dominatrix thing, her red lips. Let's see, in here, what's this one? Oh, her red lips. Something. Some red light. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all there is for that amaranth purple. Oh, yeah, that red pants. There we go. Aha, thank you. This tool is awesome for studying film processing. Yeah, so I think I never try and make my visualizations like be able to be abstracted out for other things, but like if you get the data and if you get the data into this format, then definitely yes. You can use this for processing, or if you can use this for analyzing film. In fact, that would be really fun actually. I would love to do that. That's a great idea. I need to keep that in mind. Because all I do is basically download her videos and take a screenshot every 5 seconds, programmatically take a screenshot every 5 seconds with this thing called FFmpeg. So you can theoretically, although I don't know anything about copyright issues, there might be copyright issues, but you can theoretically just get like your favorite film, take a screenshot every 5 seconds, you grab the colors out of that and do this analysis. So, oh yeah. So it says have you tried it if they use pure black? So the hard thing about pure black is that I'm using HSL, which I believe if you have pure black, the hue is a nan. So I actually don't know if I can filter by it, but what I could do is like basically say have all hues and all saturations, but the lightness, only give it to me if it's like below 10%. And you can see that. Although the problem is that when you do that, it's a little bit hard to be able to tell where the black is because everything has been grayed out. So like they all, because that's the part I haven't really figured out, which is like, how do you filter for grayscale? Because I grayscale everything. Like I also try to just like maybe fade out the pixels that don't fall into that filter. Like if it hasn't been filtered, like maybe I fade it out or I make it white or something, and that looked really weird. So the best option thus far has been grayscaling it, but then that means you can't tell where the black is. Well, I guess you can. Is it just black? But like this is kind of the bar chart for black. Like this is how frequently black happens in each of these music videos. And I also sort the music videos by how frequently that color occurs. So, yeah. Okay, back to going through this. Cool. Okay, so I was at Picture to Burn, where we've got some yellow drums. Is there some? Okay, yellow drums. Ooh, Ooh, yellow lights. Sparkly yellow lights. Let's see. Yep, lots of sparkly lights. More lights. I've actually never watched this music video from start to end, and I'm wondering why there's something that looks like it's smoking. There's also this light, there's a lamp. PRQ says, awesome, thanks for feeding my curiosity. I hope I haven't derailed the stream that far. No, thank you so much for having that curiosity. It's always really fun to like interact and hear what other people are thinking. So it also keeps it interesting. And also at this point, like I've been working on this thing on the side for so long that like it's nice to get fresh perspective. So this one, there's yellow, no, there's green foliage. Let's see, more green foliage. I can't quite tell like what's hung up. Oh, is this pictures of people? So she's in like a forest for a long time. Okay. Yeah, she has pictures. More forest. Basically, the yellow-green is all the forest. Yep, okay, that one didn't have much. So our song, is that her carpet or her bed? There's a yellow, no, that's a green. Is that a green? Is that a carpet? Or is that bed? I can't tell. Our song. Green. Bed or carpet? Phil Goff asks, do you find that you get random pixels being selected due to chromatic noise? You know, I don't even know what that means. Chromatic noise? Like fluctuations in color and luminance. Chromatic noise is unnatural in appearance in the image or the video. Huh. Image noise, examples and characteristics. Oh, noise. Oh, learned something new today. You know, I think because I actually allow you to do the filtering on the fly. So it actually, because of that, I try to keep the images relatively small so that it doesn't have to go through as many pixels. So if there is chromatic noise, it might be that the images are too small for me to notice. Like there probably is, and I just can't see because it's so small. Okay. So, yes, yellow wallpaper. Did I write down wallpaper before? Let's see. Ooh, yellow roses. And then more yellow roses. Her hair, obviously. I feel like this color is gonna have a lot for me to go through. Okay, wildest dreams. I really actually love the aesthetics of this video. Oh, okay, light. So, I know there was a lot of like backlash about. Yeah, there was a lot of backlash, but I just loved her dresses in this one. aesthetically, it was really beautiful. So yellow light on her dresser, on her what's that thing called? Vanity? And then let's see. So light and then oh yeah, this yellow dress. I don't wait, why? Okay, so yeah, yellow dress. I don't think she's worn other yellow dresses. Except for in this one. Yep, that yellow dress was really beautiful. Okay. Teardrops on my guitar. Oh, she has a green dress in this one. Did I notice that? Yes, okay. Okay. To the next one. Ooh, yellow school bus. Everything has changed. Is Phil Goff says, okay, cool. I had to blur video to make it work with some drone footage I played around with once doing something similar. Oh, interesting. But I would imagine drone footage is probably like a lot higher of resolution. Like we probably will see something similar if we like blow this up to like the original resolution, or maybe. But I downloaded, so I think when you download from YouTube, I think it's like 320p, and then yeah, so at that size, I think I just can't really tell. So yellow school bus. Oh, is this like a little boy that like is reading a newspaper and has like a coffee mug? It's cute. Some musical instruments. Tuba. I've never watched this music video either. Oh, cute yellow lights. Well, Fearless is more concert videos, so I know that. Okay. Something. Okay. Guess there's like yellow flowers on her lunchbox. Oh, a yellow house? That's not really yellow. And then, okay, that just had a, that's probably, okay, I'm not gonna note that one. I knew you were trouble. Yeah, there really isn't that much yellow in this one. Oh, one yellow light. For trouble. One yellow light. Okay. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, yellow light in this one and white horse. Like yellow lamps. Those lamps? Yes. Yellow lamps. And then is that, what is that beside her? Music player? Beige. Music player? Okay, 22. Ooh. This video is pretty from like a color perspective. There's a yellow headband. The sun, her yellow headband again. The grass, more grass. Story of us. Pillars. The library. This actually makes me realize I haven't seen the majority of her music videos. Ooh, look what you made me do is her golden throne thing. Look what you made me do. Golden throne. Probably like golden snakes and stuff. Ooh. Yeah. Wait, can I see the snakes? There's probably an up close shot somewhere of like her little snake things. Is that, oh yeah, the gold car? Hey, Sean! Thanks for joining every single time. Are you getting ready for your stream? Today's like very low key. I'm doing the like extremely unglamorous part of data viz where I'm like literally going through all of the data points that I can. This is what happens when you don't have a data science background and don't know how to use R or Python in that sense. Oh, is that gold? Oh yeah, wait, is that her bat? Her gold bat or something? Gold bat that she uses to rob a bank. This is an interesting music video. And then, is that a gold airplane? Okay. Ooh, I love You Belong With Me. Ashwa says, "Oh snap! Webpack royalty in the house." That's right. That's right. Sean, when's the next conference we're gonna overlap at? Oh no, I'm trying to cut down on my conferences. I really hope I can go to React Rally, but we'll see. My summer is up in the air. Yeah. But that would be awesome if we can be there and hang out. Did I already ask you how Seattle is treating you? Okay, so green wallpaper. Okay. You belong with me is green wallpaper. Should have. Let's see. Okay, mean. Oh, okay. Mean. The football players. Football players. Pants. Sean says, I'll find out. I'll DM you a secret list. Sounds great. Is it like things that have been confirmed but not yet announced to the public? And Seattle is super awesome. I love Seattle. Oh, okay. So I was about to say I want to visit Seattle again, but I'll be honest. I want to visit New York before I visit Seattle. I went to New York like 3 times last year or something, or 4 times. It was to the point when like I saw Tom, Dale, and like in Europe for a conference, and he's like, "Wait, don't you live in New York?" And I was like, "No, I don't live in New York. It just so happens that every single time I'm in New York, I like take out what like I try to go to a Borough JS because it's so fun. So I've been to 2 of the Brooklyn JSs and 1 of the Manhattan JSs, and he just like always sees me there, and he's like, "Wait, I thought you lived in New York." I'm like, "No, I live in like San Francisco Bay Area." And he's like, "Oh." That to me was really funny. But I haven't, I mean, I guess I talk about this like as if I haven't been to New York in such a, like I was about to be like, "Oh, I haven't been to New York this year yet." And I just realized it's only February. But I suppose I haven't been since like last April or so. So it feels like it's been a long time. It feels very overdue. Like I keep like trying to come up with like a reason to go to New York. I like used to go to New York because of Open VisConf in Boston. But this year they're having it in Paris instead of Boston. Um so then like I don't have my excuse to go to New York anymore. So I feel like I guess that means I just should just go to New York for the sake of going to New York. Oh, I've always wanted to go to New York in September or October. So maybe I'll try and save a trip for then. Yep. Classic T Dizzle. So, yes, the pants. Oh, she's in the locker room with them. Wait, no, she's not. That's somebody else. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, so last week there was about 2 days when I binge watched like 12 episodes of Glee. Um, and then I couldn't stand it anymore. It was I put it on in the background as I was coding. And I was hoping for like I just wanted to watch it for the singing, but then after a while the singing could not I might offend people by saying this. The singing could not justify all of the drama in there that I just couldn't stand. But it was a good 2 days binge watching Glee. I don't know why I told you this. So yellow lamp. Oh, I think it might have been the guy in the middle of all the football players looking really out of place. That's what it reminded me. Let's see. Gold star, gold paper star. Oh, yellow lunch tray in the bathroom. That's really depressing. Yellow lunch tray. Ooh, lights. Yellow lights. Yellow flowers? Are those yellow flowers? I can't quite tell, but I'll say that. Yellow flowers. Okay. Almost there! Just a few more songs. Okay, blank space. So, green garden, I guess. Garden. Yes, and then, okay. We are never ever getting back together, which is all green foliage. Okay, I guess I shouldn't put in green garden for blank space. If not, I'm not gonna put in green garden for green foliage for we are never ever getting to get back together. Okay. And then bad blood. Ooh, there's some explosions. Explosions! Bad blood. Explosions. And then shake it off. Oh, yellow pom-poms. Ashwell says, if you like the New York JS meetup so much, you'll have to come visit JSLA sometime. You're in LA. Oh, there's a JSLA. JS.LA. My parents actually live right by LA. I actually grew up in Thousand Oaks, which is this suburb, maybe an hour outside of LA. So I actually go to LA a lot. That's cool. I didn't know there would be there. I didn't know that this existed. So let's see. Upcoming events. Is this like once every month kind of thing? It's the past events. January. So it's like, ooh. Oh, cool. Yeah, so it's almost once a month, huh? Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Should check it out the next time I'm in LA. I'll probably be there. Well, I guess I'm not visiting home for another while because I'm gonna go to Tokyo for 3 months, and when I come back, I'm gonna come back straight here. I should visit home a little bit. Maybe in September. Maybe I'll be down in LA for September. Yeah. Thank you so much for. Ashwell says, you Valley girl. Last Thursday of every month. Cool. Okay. I'm going to try and make that sometime. Thank you so much for sharing that, Ashwell. Last Thursday. Might be tough. See if I can. I'll see if I can. I'll see when the next time I'm going down there. And then see if I can make it. Okay. Yellow pom-poms. And then finally, let's see, style only has this one. Okay. Ready for it. That was so weird. The horse. Oh, but there's the thing about her white horse. It's a problem when I can't filter by white. Can I actually filter white? I should try that later. There's no more here. Okay. Wow. That was a lot. Now, finally, the last little bit is probably oranges and reds. So oranges. And that is hue 0 to 40. Cool. Oh, her phone is peach colored. So in our song, her phone is peach color, peach phone. And then shameless plug. Uh-oh. No. Wait, hold on. I dropped for a little bit. Okay, hopefully, okay, I noticed that my I froze for a little bit. Hopefully I'm back. Okay. So the phone. So this one has a lot because like her whole face is basically this orange peach color. Orange peach. Let's see. Anything else? I think I said red dress, so I said for this one, red dress, red roses. Okay. So basically, lots of this are her face. I just realized her eyeshadow. Her eyeshadow is filtered out, so she just has like yellow, or sorry, she just has like gray where her eyeshadow is, except because it's right by the yellow, it looks like blue eyeshadow. This is a very interesting effect, but you can see like originally it's like a more greenish thing. How fascinating. It's very interesting to see like only her flesh remaining. Um, like, and everything else gets filtered out. So her gold pillows or yellow pillows. Oh, stream died. Yeah, it died a little bit. Hopefully I'm back. Pillow slash duvet. Thanks so much for sticking around, by the way. I realize this is like not the most fascinating of things to watch, but necessary. Oh, library bookshelves. Now that I think about it, okay, I have a question. Which hey, hello near this. Hey, hello near this. No. In fact, today is probably one of the most boring episodes. Um, or boring weeks that you could. But thank you so much for joining because it's been a while. I feel like. No, it's all I'm doing is like there's no code today. Like I advertised, there is no code. And it's just me slowly going through every single frame of each song, trying to see what colors are filtered out and what colors are kept. so that I can do my analysis. So, yeah. Red fluid and beakers. And then that way I can like, so I have this. Excuse me. So I have this where I've been keeping notes of every single object or feature that falls under that hue, and then I'm gonna type it up later, and then I'm gonna do my analysis this way. When I was doing my Hamilton visualization, like this is exactly what I went through. I just like went through every single thing in my filter. Like I filtered everything and went through things line by line, and that's how I did. That's how I got. Yeah, that's how I got basically the story I got by the end of Hamilton. Red beaker, fluid. So I hope I find something interesting out of this. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, thanks so much for watching them on YouTube. Yeah, the last two, the web worker one was quite fun, I think. I mean, at least I had fun. And then the Cinderella one was fun. I need to feel like I have too many projects right now. So, yeah, I think I have too many projects right now. I'm trying to get this one wrapped up, and I'm trying to get the Cinderella one going. This one doesn't feel like it's gonna get wrapped up for a while. Oh wait, I was just about to ask. Who do you want on my Shirley chats next, on my interviews next? Someone that's either in. Well, so I've always tried to do this in person. I've always tried to do the interviews in person. That's why it has to be either someone in San Francisco Bay Area or someone that either travels here a lot or that I'd be overlapping with in a conference. And then I'm going to be in Tokyo for 3 months soon. So then, like, be interesting to interview people there. Though I'm worried about the English if I interview someone there. So we'll see. I don't know. But let me know if you want me to interview someone, probably someone in data viz. Yeah. Okay, slowly getting through this. Let's see. Interesting. Did I say red lips in this one? So this is 22. Oh, red lips. Okay. She has, for 22, she has red lips. Oh yeah, but, keep calm and do English? What? But how have you been these 2 weeks then? Remind me where you live. Do you live in the US? I can't remember. Do you have like hats on? Okay. Oh, yellow lamp. Let's see. Is that an ice cream cone? Fake ice cream cone. Oh yeah. Okay, no, you've told me this. Sorry. You've told me that you're from New Zealand. Summer has been hot. Oh, because it's summer for you. Been doing container work, like cleaning a 20-inch shipping container. Thanks for clarifying, because I was just about to ask what kind of container. Because in this industry, Yeah. In this industry, container could mean something. Container could mean different things. But why cleaning a shipping container? Yellow lights. Yellow lights. "22 is so desaturated." Interesting. Okay, mean. She has like a beige dress. Beige dress. Her set is also completely that one color. I wonder if there's like something interesting. I really love to be able to see like the songs that are just completely one color. Or like one shade that's like, so I've also noticed that like her music videos are either monochromatic or it's complementary. A lot of her videos fall into one or the other. So that actually would be really interesting to look into also. But I don't know what kind of visualization would lend itself well to that. So whether it's monochromatic or complementary in colors. Oh, yeah, so Helen here, this says, was looking at the Cinderella dataset at the time of your show, but the repo is private. Wait, sorry, what? It would be a way to put them into sets mono. Oh. So about the chromatic versus complementary, mono and non-monochromatic. Yeah, I think that'd be interesting. That'd be really interesting. I'll have to figure that out too, to see if there's like truly something interesting from playing with that. Oh yeah, so the Cinderella dataset isn't mine actually. It's RJ's. So he's Info We Trust on Twitter. So and he's been hand curating it. He was hand curating it for like a month or two last year, and then we handed it off to our friend Mara. She's a data and me on Twitter, to do some of the analysis. So they own the data, so it's not me. And I think I guess that's why it's been like I think that's why it's been private. I don't think they're like trying to hide it or anything. I think it's just that we want to. I think we probably want to make it public once the project is launched. Um, let's see, orange dress. That's not Taylor. And then yeah, this whole song is basically that one color. So interesting. There's a nurse outfit. There's a nurse. What the? Fascinating. Broadway? Oh, Takashi0323. Hi, thank you so much for joining. How are you today? Ooh, hello near this says, yeah, I put their links onto YouTube. Onto your YouTube was all inspired about how to divide the 33 tags into sets. Oh, what do you mean? The 33 tags, do you mean the 38 story elements? Is that what you mean? Okay, so okay, on to mine. Okay, after this song, I think I'm gonna take a break, get some water. Moving boxes? Moving boxes. Yeah, the 38 elements. Some are actions and some are objects. Interesting. Some of them are. Oh, so I did a little bit more work on the Cindy one after I logged off. So this is kind of the. I don't remember if I got to this point yet. Where I think I did divide it up to the different variants. Like, I think this is the. I think this is the the Perot Cinderella one. I think. Please don't quote me. So you're saying some of these are actions and some are objects. You are right. Like some of these are situations. Yeah, some of the eating taboo are actions, help at grave, but like helpful animal is definitely like a not an object, but yeah. Marriage tests. So yeah, now for this one, what you can do is like you can kind of click on one of these and see the like abstract of that story and like how it kind of goes through. So like how closely it matches the what we've calculated as the most common path of the of uh, of occurrences of the story elements. So this is interesting. I haven't had a chance to work more on this after. I think this should be so. This will be so interesting too. Once I finish the Taylor Swift one, and then have time to concentrate on this. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, no, definitely. Oh, I just realized you can't see some of what I'm pointing at. Yeah, there's definitely a lot more work to be done here. It's just kind of like the exploratory, like trying to figure out what a good visualization would look like. Both RJ and I are pretty busy. He's writing a book, and I don't know what I'm doing with my life, moving. So a little bit at a time. Okay, so let's get through this. Oh, by the way, hello near this. So yeah, there's just a lot going on right now. I actually, for whatever reason, have 3 clients right now. Thankfully, none of them have quite started, but like I'm about to sign them. Thankfully, one of them is pretty small, and I'm almost done. Well, let's not say that. I'm like almost halfway done with them. So then there's like a really big one and a medium one, and then I have these 2 projects. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. I'm just like, just want to go to sleep. But at the end of the day, I enjoy what I do. So, oh, and I have to tell you, when I was in Singapore for JSConf, there was a bunch of Australians there, and I didn't realize this until yesterday, but I totally got trolled because they were like telling me about drop bears. And they were like going into it in detail, and I was like, oh wow, I didn't know that was a thing. Wow, that sounds horrible. And then yesterday I was telling my boyfriend about it, and he's like, that's like a hoax. Like that's what Australians tell people to like troll people. I realize you're from New Zealand and not Australia, but but I just wanted to tell you this story. And yesterday I felt really stupid. Okay, so rowing oars. I like totally was like, oh, wow, wow, like, man, there's just so many things in Australia. I didn't know about drop bears, but that sounds horrendous. And then they also told me about quokkas, which sounds adorable. Let's see. Okay. Oh, they have a red car in here. And she has a baby. Okay. Then wildest dreams. Actually, you know what? I think I enjoyed 1989, her album 1989, probably more than the current album. And I think Red to me was her best, I think. Okay. Red Car, A Wildest Dreams. Does that count? Yellow Stripe. Plain. And then, oh, I guess the polka dot kerchief. Polka dot head kerchief? Phil Goff says, your boyfriend is lying to you. I looked it up on Wikipedia. It said it was a hoax. So Helen says, it's kind of true. Gum trees have a bad habit of dropping limbs for no reason. These have these have killed, injured, and so people blame the drop bears. Phil Goff says, "Oh, you're from Sydney. Awesome. I want to go to Australia a lot, pretty badly. I want to see, yeah. Basically, I just like going to places that's not where I live. I think my mom has this like, wait, someone. I think it's my mom has no, maybe it's my mentor has this funny expression that's no, I think it's my mom, and it's in Chinese, so I'm gonna try and roughly translate it, which is vacations are just vacations are just people who are sick and tired of where they live going to somewhere where other people are sick and tired of where they live. That was a bad translation. Vacations are when people who are sick and tired of where they live go to other people's sick and tired where they live. Something along those lines. It sounds better in Chinese. I'm just like always just trying to get out of my own place and to other places. I'm just like, I just want to see what's out there. Yellow dress. Oh, there's a lion. This is why people are like, this movie appropriated Africa. There's a tent. I swear there was a giraffe in here too, but I guess it didn't make it into when I screenshot it every 5 seconds. Oh wait, no. No, there's still the lion. Whoa, Quacker.js? Oh wait, hold on. Phil Goff says, you should come and talk to my database class. Ooh, I'd love to. Where do you teach and what's your database class? Quacker.js Rapid Prototyping Playground. Well, I guess I need to first make it to Sydney to make it to your database class. I actually just talked to I was just actually at a database class at a University of San Francisco. It's a class that Large Joshi teaches. He's really awesome. So this is I went to talk to his class like 2 years ago, and I went in again today. With some really great students with some really great questions. Although I was like thinking to myself, maybe because I was like very general and talking about my work and like just kind of like talking about my process, but I was like, maybe I should have talked more technical things like D3 or like, I don't know. But hopefully they liked it. So it's always fun to talk to them. This is Kwakajas. Okay, I'm gonna go back to this. So I'm done with wildest dreams. Yes, okay. There's so much left behind. The story of us. Oh my god. No, help me. Help me, help me. Life. Okay, I think I need a break. Okay. Just in the library, just in the library. Just staring at a dude in the library. Staring at more dudes in the library. They're all in the library. I spent this whole time in the library. Did they graduate or something? Oh no, I guess finals are done? The story of us is basically all in the library. I guess. Okay, I guess I should at least write that down. The story of us is in a library. Oh, Eunice, sorry I'm distracting. It's okay, I was distracted. Okay, Phil Goff, Sydney University. I'm going to be running workshops with 1,600 to 2,000 human biology students doing some simple abstract visualizations and processing of activity nutrition data the students will be collecting about themselves. Holy crap, that's awesome! I'm sending them to your data sketches about movies for inspiration. Oh, thank you so much! But the design lab in architecture faculty has a data viz studio as well. Oh, so awesome. So that's like one of the main reasons why I love traveling, because I just love like kind of learning about um, just tech and data viz and creative code and generative art and all of those things, like things I'm really interested in around the world and what people are doing. I think that's just really, really interesting. This is another reason why I'm like moving to Tokyo, because I just think there's some really awesome things going on over there with like generative art and creative code. And I just really want to learn from them. So, but what are they gonna? So they have to collect information about themselves, about nutrition, and then oh, that's cool. So we're hoping to make an open database from the student data too, and then they have to come up. They have to visualize their own data, or they have to analyze their own data. Is that what's gonna happen? Okay, you belong with me. Let's see. Ooh, red car, and you belong with me. Okay, you belong with me, has a red car. And then she's wearing a pink shirt. He has a red rose in his tux. So Hello Near This asks, so you're filtering for red and skin tones? Well, it's not as much that I'm trying to filter for red and skin tones, it's just that the hues from 0 to 40 degrees just so happens to be red and skin tones, and then I think I'm going for like a certain set of saturations and lightness, and just so happens to be like that range of skin tone to red. If there's a way to separate out skin from like everything else, I would love that, but like I think that's like in the machine learning. Actually, there's probably something really interesting that we could be doing with like figuring out where the face is, and like then like taking out that part for like the skin tone. But then you also have to figure out like limbs and that are like, yeah, so that's too much work. So it's not that I want it that way. It's not that I'm trying to find their skin tones. It's just that at that hue, their skin tones also come into play. Phil Goff says, yep, we're processing raw data from the, Helen, you're this cool AI idea. Yeah, that's a cool AI idea that I'm not going to implement because I just want to finish this project. Phil Goff says, yep, we're processing raw data from the sensors, 100 Hertz activity trackers, wow, and giving them something more usable and combining with data from intake24.com that input about their, oh, I can't, it doesn't open. Input about their nutrition. I just tried to do intake 24 and that doesn't seem to work. Okay. Wait, did I just finish? Oh, I guess I finished this one. Does she have red lipstick? No. This is when she didn't have bright red lipsticks. That is also interesting. Look what you made me do. Yellow lights. Oh, is it it's multi-semester thing? Oh, cool. Intake 24. So they're gonna put their data into here and then do stats on their data the next semester. Cool. Self-completed computer intake 24 open source self-completed computerized dietary recall system. Wow. Interviewer-led recalls that is okay. Cool. So let's see, her gold throne and her gold room. Okay. Look what you made me do has gold lights. Gold throne. Oh, I guess she has candles. She's wearing an orange jumper, orange jumpsuit. I have no idea what that's supposed to be. Jumpsuit in a cage. Music videos have gotten interesting over the years. The bank. And red kitty, red jumpsuits on the robbers. Let's see. Chandeliers. Okay. Knew you were trouble. Okay, I think after this I'm gonna go because this took a lot more out of me than I expected. I feel like, yeah, these last two hue buckets like definitely took a lot longer than the rest of the hues because proportionally there's a lot more. I like how I keep saying that I'm gonna stop and I just keep going. I'm just like, okay, just one more. Ooh, there's macarons. That's so cute. Macaron pastries. Everything has changed. What's this one? Is this like a cookie or something? So pink macaron cake. Dessert. Oh, there's monkey bars. Jen, hey Jen! Thanks so much for coming and joining. Jen says sometimes it's the little parts that take the longest amount of time. I know. Like, whenever I'm like, oh, I'm almost done with something, because, like, I've done, like, all the big parts, like, I've done the first 80%, and then it's always, like, the last 20%, all of the tiny little details that take up, like, pretty much the same amount of time as it took to do the 80%. It's, like, that 80-20 rule or whatever. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. But I'm so glad that I was able to do it with you guys to keep me company. Because I would probably have been like, so I've probably been really unhappy. Okay, so you know what? I feel like there's like only a little bit. Like I've gotten through the hard parts, so I'm just gonna keep going. Jen says, "Yep, the first 80% takes 20% of the time, and the last 20% takes 80% of the time. It's good to take breaks when you start to get fried." Yeah, but it's like it's not. This isn't something that like takes that much brain power. So I feel like I just want to like power through it all, and then I can go do something else. So there's the door, I guess. Oh, that's cute. That's when she meets her best friend. Oh, there's like red flowers. So this one is 15. And it's the, there's like door frames, maybe? Door frames. And then there's like red flowers. I can't tell if those are roses. I don't think they're roses. And then they're talking to each other. Her guitar. I feel like I should have noticed her guitar in other ones. Now I think about it. Probably noticed her guitar and then just forgot to write it down. Okay. Okay, next one. Skin tones, banjo, somebody with red hair, lights, somebody with a red dress. Okay, love story. Ooh, Jen says, might I suggest celebration macarons? Oh, that sounds so great, but I don't have any macarons. That's the sad part. I have to do, ooh, we just have an apple. So Alex is trying to like go through all of the food in our kitchen before we like move. And I'm like, you do realize we're only like moving 15 minutes away and you don't need to go through all of our flour. And he's like, no, I'll make pancakes so we can go through all of our flour. So he's like looking at these like baking recipes trying to get rid of flour. And he like made like sticky rice mango the other day because he was like, we need to get through all of the coconut juice in the pantry. And I'm like, we can just move all of these things to our next place. And he's like, no. um, Hello Near This says, if the mouse was on a video, maybe you could use left, right arrow keys to navigate through the screenshots. You are so right. That is so much better of UI. Oh my god, wait, let me write that down. In fact, I think hover is probably the wrong UI because it just takes so much time. Like, arrow keys are probably so much better. Actually, it makes sense to do both, although if I do both, then it will conflict with each other. Because like if I'm like hovered over one of these, and then if you start doing like mouse over, like if you start doing like arrow keys, and then but like your mouse is still hovered over a previous one, they're gonna conflict with each other. So I think you're absolutely right. I should just be doing arrow keys because like I've been thinking this whole time like, oh, this UI is just like this UX is just it just really sucks because like it's not precise and like it it strains my fingers a little bit. Um, but I think that would be great. And honestly, I was also thinking of maybe moving these images down to below so I can have like bigger, so that the images can be bigger. Like right now, I have them here so that they all. Lots of things to think about, but the arrow idea is so much better than the hover idea. Arrow to nav. And you know what would be interesting? Like, what if you can't? What if you don't even have to hover over a specific video? What if when you arrow through, it just arrows through all of the songs? Like it just steps through frame by frame every one of the songs. I was actually thinking about that, but then I was like, well, that doesn't actually add anything to the analysis because it's not like there's something that's relatable between frame one of all of the songs versus frame two of all of the songs. Like it's not like you can compare, like it's not like there's really anything comparable between each of the songs. Like they're disparate things. So but I don't know. I'll play around with the arrow idea. So thank you very much for that suggestion. Arrow to nav through. It's like, yeah, the arrow to nav through the frames of a song. Jen says, for once you're done powering through that. Oh, yes. Satsuna says, hey Shirley, what's the goal that you are trying to achieve right now? Arrow up and down for selecting video song, left and right. Up and down for selecting video song, left and right for scene. Up, down for song, left, right for scene. That one, I think the up, down for song is probably not as much of a priority for me because, like, what if they want to scroll through really fast and, like, and then they want to hover through a certain one. So, but yeah, definitely the scenes. I'll have to play with it. There's definitely a lot of work I need to do visually too. Like for example, I need to like put in like a x-axis here that says like 1 minute, 2 minute, etc. There's definitely needs to be an x-axis for these filters up here. Click to select song to jump. Yeah, Satuna, thank you so much. So click to select a song to jump or up and down for song selection. I have to think through this. And actually, to click to select a song is also nice. Like, having them click to select song, that would be really nice actually, because I was thinking of wanting to like kind of like drop, like expand on a song so that you can see the images in a bigger way. Because right now, like these images are way too tiny and I have to zoom in to be able to see anything interesting. So to be able to like, yeah, to be able to keep them, yeah, to have the have it such that you have to click on a song to select it and then it drops down to like have more of a quote unquote detail view. I think that'd be really great. That helps so much. Thank you so much. Um, with the video below the mouse nav would be easier. The pick that is. Yes, I was thinking exactly that. So so right now these bars are basically um, the percentage of the frame that is that color versus gray. Um, and I'm thinking of, yeah, moving these images to below the bars so that all you have to do is stare at one place and the images will change. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to play around with the positioning of L. But for tonight, because Satuna asked what my goal is right now, and the goal for tonight is to just go through all of the songs for all of the hues and note down any interesting objects and features so that I can kind of put it together into one doc, and then like hopefully with all of that, like, and then I want to like kind of I want to organize it by song to see if there's like any, like, you know, maybe she wore red dresses in like these few music videos, but then like how did those red dresses change over the years, or like in which videos did she have red lips, and like in which ones did she just have normally painted like flesh tone lips or something. And then hopefully by going through that I'll be able to like find interesting things of like how she's changed over the years. That might be interesting. That is the hope. Or like how she, I think what would be interesting is like how has she used different colors over the years, and how has the use of those colors changed over the years. Um, Helen, here this is the active song can have larger picture versus thumbnails. Yes. I think much to think about still, but need to finish the analysis first, I think. So where was I? I was just finished Picture to Burn, Love Story. I feel like I finished Love Story mostly. Okay. Bad Blood is interesting because it's just like all the explosions. Yeah, the oranges are all gonna be the explosions. Explosions. Mars. Lobby. Brown paper cups, I guess. So that one is ours. And brown paper cups. I also want to kind of look at like which songs are more desaturated. Red jacket on guy. Wait, let's see. Oh, Helen here, this says, cool idea adding in the change by year. So thank you so much. Hopefully it like works out and it's not just like the last thing I want is to like say things that are like really obvious even without this kind of analysis. Like I don't want to be like, oh yeah, she I don't know, oh yeah, she starts painting her lips more red or something like that. Like I don't want to make statements that are you can notice them even without having gone through all of these color analysis. Like I'm hoping that I can pick things out to do with the colors that's not apparent unless you've like filtered the colors, you know, by hue and then like looked at them across all of the music videos or something. If that makes sense. Yeah. I'm hoping there's like, yeah, something interesting there. Shake it off. Ooh, shake it off. There's a red jacket with the shake it off. More appropriation. A drum set? Brown, orange drum set? Blank space! Maybe red lips on that one. Blank space, red lips, yes, okay. Oh, there's a fire. Blank space. Oh, like how many times does she have like fire and explosions? That'd be interesting too. So okay. We are never ever getting back together. Flowery. We are never ever getting back together is like orange, red, flowers, flower print pajamas. Let's see. This is such a weird video. Oh, what is that? Is that red thing in the background? Is that like a music player or? And then neon bar sign. Let's see. She's just in her pajamas all the time? Oh no, those aren't pajamas. Wait, no, those are no. She starts out in pajamas and then she ends in a dress. Okay. She cut her hair. Yeah. Yeah, just do all of these analysis and be like, yeah, she cut her hair here. That would suck. Andrew, do you ever end up without something interesting to say after you've analyzed the data set? Oh yeah, plenty of times. Or rather, I'll analyze it and then it'll be the wrong thing, if that makes sense. Like I won't find anything interesting, so I have to like I've analyzed it for the wrong thing and then I have to go back in and try and like find a different angle to like analyze it and then find something else. Like I've had that happen a lot of times. And I think maybe it's just because I don't know, maybe it's because I don't know things like Tableau or to kind of like go through and try and understand the data set first. But I also kind of like this, like I know it takes a lot more time, but I like the whole like I just make visualizations for the data set based on what I think would be good for, like would so I basically sketch out ideas for what I think would be able to show interesting things in the data set. And I just kind of build it out. So this is kind of like what I built out. And I feel like I'll like have to go through this a few times. Like if you've watched this from like the beginning, you'll know I've already gone through quite a few different ways of visualizing the data until I've come to this one. And that's just because like every time I'm like, oh, this isn't quite so interesting, and I'll go and like I'll iterate on that to try and find something. Um, yeah, so I'll iterate on it, hoping to find something interesting the next time around. But I find that like because I spend so much time with my data, I understand it much more at the end of the process. Like I definitely take longer, but I feel like understand my data a lot more, and that's good. It just takes a long time. Yeah, but I had plenty of times when I'll do an analysis and just won't come back with what I'm hoping for. It's like interesting. Ooh, out of the woods? There's something very, very orange in out of the woods apparently. Whoa, more fire! Out of the woods, fire! Maybe there will be something really interesting about fires. Gah. Alright, and style. Interesting. 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 Oh my god, I'm almost done! Yay! She has red lips and ready for it. Ready for it. Red lips. Oh, I guess you can't quite see that it's red. It's like very dark. 89. Written in red. And then 91 is in yellow. Okay. Ooh, red pickup truck. So this one's Tim McGraw. Red pickup truck. Almost there, almost there. Guitar! Back to December. Begin again. Yes! I'm done! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay. Wow, it's 10. It took me that long. Okay, so Phil Goff says the right numbers are never boring. Hello, Near. This says, I know I have learned more about Taylor Swift than I even imagined I would from your data work. Thank you. I don't know if I've learned about Taylor Swift from all of this. I don't know. What I've learned, I feel like what I've learned is I haven't watched too many of her videos, and her videos have just gotten weirder and weirder over the years, is what I feel like I've learned. Andrew says, this project has a disproportionate effect on my playlist. Really? Like, do you listen to more Taylor Swift now? Or, oh, Hello Near This says, Ready for It looked a lot more erotic than previous. 2017. Oh yeah, so she has a bodysuit. Yes, that she does. Right here. It looked interesting. I did not understand that music video. I have to be honest, I am of the old Taylor camp where I miss her like music videos that have like a storyline and it's like really cute, and I miss Love Story and I miss You Belong With Me and all of that. Actually, the guy from You Belong With Me was like, definitely had a crush on him for a little bit when this song first came out. I forgot White Horse existed, for example. Helen Yurda says, well done, thank you so much. Okay, it is 10, it is time for me to go. I cannot believe that this little bit, so I started out with like, wait. Started out with like maybe this first column, so I don't know if you remember if you were there. Okay, so hold on. Yeah, I started out with this first column, and then like at the tiny little top part of the second column, and then today was like basically all of this and all of this. So that took a while. That was a lot of the that was a lot of it. So if I put them back to normal, the idea is that when I start building it towards what the end user will see, the idea is that they'll be able to get the whole HSL to filter by, and then I'll be also limiting how many songs that they can filter by. So it will hopefully be a lot. Hopefully it'll be a lot faster. But this is also why like it took. So I'll probably actually. So the performance is much better when I like restrict it to only the top 5 videos. And then, but this is also, so here is a reason why it took just, so this is basically why it took just as long for me to get through the first 3 quarters, because there isn't as many things in the first 3 quarters, and then the last quarter took so long, like took the last like 2 hours or so. But I'm very much a fan of being able to like filter by this and then be able to get back to like it's quite fast. I'm very happy with it. Like when it's only 5 of them, it's quite fast. And I'm thinking of like pagination of like, yeah, so they can they can expand it how they want. I'm thinking of putting the filters on the left hand side. And then I'm also thinking of putting in some more filters for filtering by like number of views or by time, or yeah. So I have some ideas, but I need to do an analysis first and like write out my story, which also takes a while. Oh, I'm so happy I got done. Okay. Thank you so much for sticking around with me till the very end. I'm going to implement the changes like the arrow keys to go between the scenes. And then I'm also going to try and see if there's anything interesting with the monochromatic versus non-chromatic. And I also, so like you can actually see like these few are more monochromatic, and then actually these are a little bit more monochromatic too. So there's very interesting things that that I want to do. So I'll go. I have some things to figure out, but I hope I have the time to work on this because my clients are starting up again. So yep. Okay. Thank you so much for sticking around till the very end, and I will see you hopefully next Monday. What's next Monday? Next Monday, today is the 5th, next Monday is the 12th. I should be fine for next Monday. So I will be here next Monday. Thank you so much. Good night. Bye-bye.